I'm Amy. Thanks for joining me for this Pilates workout. Today it's an intermediate workout, core challenge. Let's get started on our mat. Legs bent, arms reaching out, parallel, sit up tall, tailbone tucks under, pull abs in, roll straight down the center of the spine. Inhale, reach back. Reach arms forward, tilt the chin down, rolling up and round forward over the legs. C curve head to tail. Let's do 5 of these. Rolling straight down the spine. On the exhale, inhale, reach. And rolling up, up and over. Create opposition here. Ribs pull back as hands reach forward. Rolling straight down the spine. We're just warming up our abs. We're warming up our back, creating a synergy between breath and movement. 2 more times. As we reach our arms back overhead, let's keep our shoulders down and reach full range of motion. 1 more time. Rolling up and round. And rolling back. Then fold both legs in towards the chest. Roll up to seated position and take a diamond with the legs. Reach arms out parallel, tuck the tailbone under, and roll back far enough that you feel a challenge, but you still feel this work in your abs, not in your back, and pulse up for 10 and 9 and 8. We've got our diamond leg position, 7 and 6. You could be up this high, 5. You could be down this low, 4. Whatever works for your abs and your back, 3, 2, and 1. Roll all the way down to the mat, arms by the sides. Bring legs up and cross the ankles. We are ready for hip ups. Pull our abs in so tight here that the tailbone curls off the mat for 5 and 4. Arms down by the sides. 3, chest is open. 2 and 1. Let's cross our ankles the other way. We're using our lower abdominal wall here for 5. If we were to draw a line from hip bone to hip bone, we're targeting the abs at that part of the abdominal wall. 2 and 1. Uncross the legs and roll right up to our start position here. Let's do a bent leg teaser start position. We're going to do 5 of these. Roll back halfway and return. So arms reach out parallel, legs squeeze together. Roll back halfway and return for 1 and 2. Legs are pressing together. We're maintaining our C curve. 3 and 4 and 5. Now let's hold here for a 5 count. And 4. Tuck the tailbone under slightly. 3. Pull the abs in. 2. 1. Lift arms overhead, frame the face for 5 and 4. Still maintaining our C or low spine slightly rounded. 2 and 1. Now lower the arms back down. We're going to do 5 more of what we started with. For 5, roll back and return. 4, our V-ups. And 3 and 2. Really working our whole abdominal wall here. And 1. Roll all the way down. Hug knees into the chest. Let's do our second set of hip ups now. So crossing the ankles, arms by the sides, and curl up. 1 and 2. Keep the chest open. And 3. Smooth rolling through the low back. 4 and 5. Cross the ankles the other way. Remember, our start position is in a flat low back. We want to make sure our low back never arches off the mat when the tailbone is grounded. And 3 and 4 and 5. Now I've got a double leg pelvic stability series for you. We're going to start with 1 hand on each knee. Pull abs in, roll up to upper ab curl, and reach arms long by the sides. Let's flatten our low back into the mat and keep it flat in this series. Reach the legs out and in. This first set, when we reach our legs out, they're at about 90 or a little bit lower down to the mat from 90. 3, we're just getting warmed up. And 4 and 5. Legs are squeezing together in parallel. Lower the head down and reach arms back. Our second set, we're going to shoot our legs out a little lower. So roll up to our start position. Go about 45-degree angle for 5 and 4. Reaching on the exhale. 3. Inhale, prepare. 2. and 1. Bend the legs in, lower the head down, reach arms overhead. Now we'll do a scissor. So we roll up to our start position. As we bring the legs out, one goes low, one goes high. Squeeze the booty in. 1, we'll do 5 sets. And 2, imagine you're on your Pilates reformer and that your feet are going over and under the foot bar. And 3, and 2. Let's keep that low back pressing towards the mat. And last 1. And lowering down. Last one, we're doing legs low for 5. Rolling up. This time when we do our legs low, instead of being parallel, let's go turn out and then bend into parallel. Legs squeeze together. So turn out and then parallel. 3 more times. 3. Legs are squeezing together. 2. And last one. And 1. And lower down. Reach long and stretch. Let's stretch even more by doing our swan lift for 8 times. Legs squeezing together, chest open, hip bones pressing into the mat, and lift up. So if the pelvis is a triangle, we've got our hip bones and our pubic bone pressing down into the mat as we lift and lower. Abs are pulling in whether we lift or lower down. So when we lower down, we're pulling our abs away from the mat and lift and lower. Reaching chest through the hands. Lift and lowering down. 3 more times. Getting a great stretch. And working evenly through the spine. Lift and lower. Last one. And lift and lengthen and lower down. We're turning to our side now for a side plank series. If you've done my videos before, you know I'm a big fan of side plank work and side spine strengthening. We're going to start with legs stacked, knees even, legs bent. Reach up overhead and look down towards the floor. Let's hold here for a 5 count and 4. We've got a long spine, head in line with tailbone. 2 and 1. Now extend the top leg out straight. Move it back far enough that you can feel your side booty working, and hold for 5 and 4 and 3. We've still got straight line, long reach. 2 and 1. Now that leg goes down and up for 5 and 4. We've got our shoulders down. And 3. Working the side booty. And 2. Abs are in. And 1. Lower down. Now, stack legs, straighten them out. We're going to do the same leg lift pattern in elbow side plank. Let's do it for 10 and 9. On the sides of the foot, 8 and 7, 6 and 5. Reach it long. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Lower down. Let's do a side stretch. Lift up, pull the ankles in, and stretch over to the side. We've still got our spine vertical here. Now we're going to rotate and reach on the diagonal and stretch the lower back, pulling abs in, shoulders are down. Coming up, I've got one more modification for you. We're going to go full plank leg lift. So pull abs in, stack the legs. We are lifting up. Let's find our same arm position, reaching overhead, and 10 and 9, 8 and 7. Stretch it long. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We've got a great stretch coming up. 1 and lower down. Now let's come to our Z-sit position. The hand that was down, move it behind you. The arm that is free, lift it up. Press hips forward. We're just going to hold this great stretch. We're squeezing the booty to press hips forward. We've got the chin still connecting down towards the chest. We're not cranking our head back too far, but we've got a big extension through the whole spine. We're stretching the front of the hips, squeezing the glutes a little, and lowering down. Let's do this whole thing on the other side. So we're going to start stacking our knees, finding a straight line, head to tail, lift up, arm reaches overhead, and we're holding for a 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1, extending the top leg out, move it back far enough. You can feel your booty working, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, get all set up. Get ready for that leg lift for 5 times. So 5 and 4, we've got our shoulders down. 3, we've got our abs in. 2, we've got our head in line with the spine. And 1, let's lower down, come to our full plank position on our elbow, reach arm overhead, and let's do 10 times. So 1 and 2, leg lift. 3, reach long as we lift and lower. 4 and 5, we're on the edge of the foot. 6 and 7 and 8, 9, 10. Lower down, hold on to the ankle, pull in, lift up and stretch over. Then on the diagonal and round the spine and stretch. Now our big side plank, legs straight and arms straight. So let's lift up to our start position. Get all set up here, find our balance and lift for 1 and 2, 3, reach long through the feet. 4, 5 and 6. Keep shoulders down. 7 and 8, 9, 10. Lowering down, bring the legs to Z-sit position. Take one hand behind, other arm reaches forward, lift up, find that great hip stretch, squeezing the booty, opening the hips, pulling the abs in a little to support the back. Gaze is up towards the ceiling. Don't let the head crank back too far. Keep it the C curve going evenly from tail to head. And lowering down. Let's turn onto our backs for one more ab challenge. So lying down on the back, let's start. Low back flat in the mat, abs pulling in, hands behind the head and lifting up to upper ab curl to start. Take one leg, reach it up, flex your foot and lower and lift for 5 times. And 4 and 3. Go full range of motion, keep the tailbone grounded. And 2 and 1. Reach arms long for 5 more. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, lower, lift. Lower down to the mat. Articulate up to bridge position. Arms narrow by the sides, feet one fist distance apart. Take that same leg you were just working, fold it in, lift it up and flex your foot. And now flex to lower the leg, kick it up with a pointed toe for 10. Flex and point. And kick. And kick. 5 more times. And 5, keep the hips level. 4, keep abs in. 3, neck is long. 2, arms are working. And 1, fold that leg in. We're going to do one set of hip dips here. Lower one hip down slightly. Squeeze the booty to level it out. And then the other side. We're just doing 5 sets. So that's 1 and 2. This is just a reset. And 3. So we're allowing our hips to move. We're just resetting the low back and allowing some mobility in the low back, because in those first few exercises, we were keeping our stability as our priorities. Let's lower all the way back down. Then legs together, take hands behind the head, roll up to upper ab curl. We are switching to the other leg. Extend the other leg up and flex your foot. Keep that leg straight as you lower it down and point to lift for 1. Flex and point. Keep the hips level. Keep the tailbone grounded and reach long through the leg. Arms down by the sides, keep going. Flex and point. Roll up high. Keep the work in the front of the neck by lifting to high upper ab curl. And 2. And last 1. Bring the leg down, lower down. We're going to articulate up to our bridge. So tailbone tucks under, abs in, articulate up to bridge. Feet are one fist, distance apart, arms pressing into the mat. Fold the leg in, reach it up, flex the foot, keep it straight, lower and lift. Down and up. When you lower down, if you can touch your heel down to the floor and still keep your pelvis lifted and square, then you could go for that range of motion. We've got 5 more. And 4 and 3. I love this stretch and strengthening series. And 1. Fold that leg in. We are ready for our bridge hip dips. So lift your pelvis up high, super tuck it under, close the ribs, and 5 sets. 1 hip goes down, other hip goes down. 1 and 2. I really like this exercise because we're able to rotate the pelvis while keeping the rib cage still. So it's a complex movement pattern that's stable and safe and a great strengthener. 1 more time. And even it out. And then roll down through the spine. All the way down. Pull legs into the chest. And let's come all the way up for a leg strengthening series. We're going to start in our wide position turnout. Find a vertical spine. Through this series, make sure when you're in this position with your legs, your spine is straight up and down. Reach arms out to the side and stretch over. We're going to start with a great side stretch. Now we're going to rotate to this same direction. Reach arms overhead. We're going to tap the back leg down and then lift up and stretch for 5 times. 1 and 2. Arms are framing the face. 3. Hips are square. 4 and 5. Stop in your lunge. Come back to center. Other side. Stretch over. Side stretch feels so good. Now we get into the work. So we're going to rotate. Find our long lunge stretch. Shoulders down. Tap the knee down and shift the weight onto the back foot. So we tap the knee down, and then in our stretch, we're pushing our weight back towards the back foot. And 3. This is a balance challenge. It's also a bit of a stretch for the legs. 1 more time. Here's 5, so let's stop here in our lunge and come back to center. Second set, we've got a slight variation, but we always start with our great side stretch. Then let's turn. Find our lunge position to start. Reach arms out to a T. Keep the arms in T. We're going to tap the back knee down and then shift forward and lift that foot off into our T balance for 5. So tap and T balance. Tap and T balance. 2 more. Tap and T. 1 more. Tap and T. Let's go to our lunge. Reach arms overhead. Come back to our side stretch. Up and over. Side stretch. Little breath here. Now let's rotate into our lunge. Bring our arms out to our T position. Tap the knee down and then shift all the weight forward, lift up to T balance. So knee tap in proposal and then T balance. That's 2. 5 times and 3. Remember to connect from the head to the foot. 4 and 5. Let's go back to our lunge. Reach our arms overhead and come back center. I've got 2 more variations for you. Stretch over. Now we're going to a balance challenge. We're going to come to our lunge. Bring arms out to the T. Find our T balance. Hold there. Standing leg bends for 5 pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land it. Arms overhead. Come back center. Let's go the other side. Stretch over. Find our lunge. Arms out to the T. Come up in balance. And 5 times. Bend and straighten standing leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land in our lunge. Arms overhead. We're back. Last one. We've got a swimming arm pattern with a foot touch. So let's go to our lunge position and start. Now here, we're going to lift up to our T balance position and then bring arms, one arm up, one arm down like you're swimming. Tap your leg down and switch your arms. And tap and switch, tap and switch, tap and switch, tap and switch. Keep a long line from head to foot. 1 more time. Tap, switch, tap, switch, Land it, lunge stretch, come out, last one, stretch over, rotate, reach arms out to the T, find that balance, and then bring arms to a swimming position, one arm up, one arm down, tap the foot down, switch the arms, and switch, and switch, and tap, and switch. Tap and switch, 2 more sets. Lift arms through full range of motion, tap and switch, land in the lunge, come back out. Now I'm going to turn to the side for this one. We're still going to be in our vertical position, sumo squat. We've got knees over, tracking over the middle of the foot. Bring the hands down in front of you. We're going to jump out into our hover plank and then back into a deep hip stretch for 10. So hover and hip stretch. Hover, hip stretch. Really feel the abs working to support the back through this series. Support between the shoulder blades, so you're lifting your chest up away from the floor. 2 more times. In and out. We get a rest break after this. In, out, come in. We are landing in our quadruped or our 4-point for round back and arch back. This is our reset. Moving the length of the spine. Breathing. Head comes closer to the tailbone. Head moves away from the tailbone. But wherever we are in this movement, we're keeping our abs lifting into the spine. We've got even weight on all 4 points of contact. Let's stop here in our neutral spine position. Lift our knees off. And now do round and arch in a hover plank. And 2 and 3. Remember, we are using the abs to round the spine and rounding the whole spine. So make sure that your mid back is moving. Round and arch. Round and arch. 3 more times. 3. It's a lot harder with our knees off the mat. And 1. And we're down. We're going to do a push-up combination. So let's start first and go into a plank. Now from this plank position, we're going to do a straight leg walking elephant into a stretch. So start walking your feet forward, keeping your legs straight as you slide your feet, one step at a time, in towards your hands. Then hold here and let the head hang down and just get a great stretch. Bend the knees, letting the knees open. So we've got a V-foot position here. We're going to spring back out to our plank position and do 5 push-ups. Let's have elbows wide. We're just doing 5 times. 5, 4, 3. Every time we straighten our arms, let's make sure we support between our shoulder blades. 2 and 1. Okay, we're at our start position again. We're going to do our straight leg walk in for 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. We're hanging down, we're stretching, we're getting a rest break. Let's put our heels together, squat down, heels together, knees open, jump back out to our plank. Now this time for our push-ups, let's have our knees down. Let's do our push-ups with the elbows bending back towards the feet. So it's more of this narrow elbow position for 5 times. So that's 2 and 3 and 4. One more time, and 5. Okay, we're back at our plank position here. Let's lift our hips up. Let's do our straight leg shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hang over, stretch. I love this part. Then we're putting our heels together and squatting down. Okay, jump out to the plank again. So jump out. We're ready for our straight arm push-up for 5. And 5. Elbows out to the side. 4 and 3. Press all the way to straight arm. 2 and 1. Hips lift up. Straight leg shuffle. 1, 2, 3. Let the head hang heavy. 4. Hang down and stretch. I think we'll all be happy to know this is our last set of push-ups. Let's put our heels together. Bend the knees down into our deep squat. Jump out to our plank. And now let's place our knees down. straight line, head to knee. Let's do our narrow elbow push-ups for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. One more time and 1. Sit back, stretch out a little bit. Let's lie face down and do one set of swimming. We already did our swimming in balance, but now we'll do it lying face down. So we're going to start here. Press the hip bones down into the mat, reach the chest through the hands, lift up opposite arm and leg, and then alternate. We can have one set down and one set lifting, or we can lift all 4 off the mat. Whatever feels good to you, do that modification. Keep your hips pressing into the mat, abs lifting away from the mat, booty squeezing and reaching long through hands and feet as we do this opposite arm leg lift pattern for 4 more times. 4 and 3. This is such good strengthening for the back of the body. Make sure you keep it out of the low back by finding that range of motion for you. Sit back, stretch out a little. And then we're going to do one more push-up modification. We've already done our push-ups for today. This modification is more about spinal mobility. We're going to start with our legs in the Z-sit position, rotate over your bent knee, and then lean down towards the mat and straighten your leg out, finding a rotation that allows you to keep your spine long. As you press your arms up straight, this leg will bend. So we go straighten that leg and then bend. This is a cross between a spinal mobilization, a hip stretch, and a coordination exercise. It's all about keeping the long line from head to tail as we move through this complex pattern. Let's do 4 more. And 3. And do find the angle that works best for you. Some people like to be more rotated to the front. Some people like to be more rotated towards the back. Find the one that allows you to keep your shoulders down and your back feeling good. Next time you come down, just stay there. And this leg, move it back and circle it around for 5 and 4. We're working the booty. 3. So get that leg back behind you. 2 and 1. Let's go the other way. 5 and 4. You should be feeling your booty right now. 3, 2. If you don't feel it, move it back behind you further. Now bend your leg and pulse it back for 10, 9. More booty. 8 and 7, 6. We're hovering here. So we're getting some arm work too. And 4 and 3. I've got a stretch for you after this. 2, 1. Come up. Now, this leg, straighten it out, rotate. We're just doing a hip stretch. We're going to lean forward over this bent leg. It's important in this stretch to square out your shoulders, square out your hips, and find the best angle for you so that you're stretching the back of the leg that's on the mat. You also might feel a stretch in this straight leg. Just keep pulling your chest through your hands, squaring out the shoulders and hips, and enjoy this great stretch. We deserve it after doing that long series. Let's come up and let's switch to the other side. So we're going to our Z-sit position to start. We're going to rotate, lean down towards the floor, and the back leg will straighten out and then bend. Straighten and bend. When you straighten out that leg, move it back behind you so you feel the back of the leg activating as you extend the leg. And also keep the waist long. So this part here, keep it long as you bend and straighten and rise up and lower down. So really working to keep the waist long. One more time, hold and hover, move the leg back even further and circle it. 5 and 4, perfect circles. 3, lengthen the waist. 2 and 1. Let's go the other way. 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Bend it. Now push it back for 10, 9, 8. I love this combination. Thigh stretch and work in the booty and the arms too. Last 3 and 2 and 1. Extend that leg out straight. Rotate the body to get into your position for your stretch. So again, finding the best position for you so that you could square your shoulders, square your hips, lean forward and stretch. I'm going to rotate a little bit this way and leaning forward, stretching out. We're squaring out our shoulders, squaring out the hips, trying to get a great stretch. Move that leg back as far as you need to. You can come down onto your elbows and just enjoy. Coming up. Thanks for joining me today for this Intermediate Pilates challenge on the mat. We did a lot of core work. We did a lot of leg work, balance, coordination, precision, control. I appreciate that you took the time to do this video with me, and I would love it if you would leave me a thumbs up or a comment. See you next time. Bye.